Hey everyone in high school bridge study skills. Remember the last few weeks I've combined our virtual and in-person playlist, so just kind of bear with me. Um, this is the week of October 19th through 23rd. So for our virtual kids and or those that for some reason can't be in class with us this week, for Monday, what you're going to take a look at is you're going to listen to our week in a nutshell to kind of get you started off right. And you're also going to review if there will either be like a video I post to enrich what we've learned in class, or a PowerPoint that I've narrated, or a narrated PowerPoint. This week it's a video that talks a little bit more about the learning style idea that we're going to talk about for the in-person people. This assignment right here is for our virtual students only because in-person learners will be doing this in class. You're going to read pages 35 through 38 in your study skills book, and you're going to highlight any important information you find. So highlighting is another skill we've been working on. This week we're learning about the VAC learning style method, which is kind of finding which method works best for you. So are you a visual learner, an auditory learner, or a kinesthetic learner? And you're going to be learning more about that. You can also research if you need more information, but I'd like you to read pages 35 through 38, highlight any important information, and then you're going to complete pages 39 and 40 and upload to Google Classroom. On page 39, what you're taking a look at is you're going to decide if, of all these different learning strategies that are listed, you're going to circle if you feel it's mostly a visual strategy, an auditory strategy, or a kinesthetic strategy. And then you're going to check the box if it's something that you think might work for you, okay? Some strategies might work for more than one learner, and some might only be like specific to an auditory learner. But remember to also check the boxes that you think are strategies that have worked for you in the past or might work for you in the future. Page 40, you are going to, this is both sets of students will do this. Our Monday students, if we have time, we're going to do it in class. If not, it'll be homework. But you are going to complete a learning style quiz, which actually can be found on our Tuesday assignment post. So virtual learners, you can choose if you want to do it Monday or Tuesday, but the link is here on our Tuesday thing. You're going to complete this learning style quiz, which is going to help you decide what kind of learner you might be. And then you're going to fill out page 40 and upload that picture to Google Classroom. Basically what you're doing is you are taking the assessment. You're going to tell us what your dominant learning style is, if you agree with the outcome of the assessment, why or why not. So if it tells you that you're an auditory learner, but you really don't feel like you are, you might disagree and say, no, I learn better visually. And then what you're going to do on the bottom is you're going to consider each of the learning styles, visual, auditory, and kinesthetic, and you're going to brainstorm and list all the learning strategies you can think of that are compatible with that kind of learning style. For instance, a visual learner, you might put creates graphs, charts, and diagrams, or draws sketch ideas and concepts, okay? For an auditory learner, you might say listens to recorded lectures, things like that. So you're going to use page 39 and other information. You can research some of these things, like what strategies work best for a visual learner or what strategies work best for an auditory learner. So you're going to do that, and then complete page 40 in Google Classroom, or upload to Google Classroom, I'm sorry. For Wednesday, we're moving on to our next chapter, which still deals with those learning styles, our visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. But you're actually going to read pages 41 through 44, and you're going to take notes in a method of your choosing, focusing on these different strategies. So you might use an outline, you might use doodle notes, you might use 2-column notes, you might use bullet points. But you're basically just taking notes on pages 41 through 44 in your study skills book, where you're learning more about learning styles, and then also an idea called multimodal learning. All right, for Thursday, you're going to take a look on pages 46 through 49 in your study skills book. And what you're doing is you're going to pick any 6 of those websites, and you are going to take about 5 minutes on each website, and you're going to review them. You're going to review them, and you're going to do a couple different things. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to say, for instance, I pick mathforum.org. Okay, I'm going to take a look at kind of my key on the top. You're just going to kind of make some checks in the boxes that the website meets. So if I check out mathforum.com, I'm going to say it's a math website. Say, for instance, it's got some audio or video content. I'm also going to put a check mark in the AV box. And then if there's links to outside resources, I'd also put a check mark in the links to outside resources box. And then when I'm all done with all 6 websites, I'm going to pick which one I think deserves 5 stars. So you only have to review 6. Feel free to do as many as you want, but it's take about 5 minutes on each thing. You're going to make some checks in the boxes of the different things that they meet. What I would suggest is try to find a math website, a science website, a social studies website, and go from there. What you're going to do when you're done with that website review is you're actually going to go back to page 45 in your study skills book, and you're going to try to create some learning plans for these different kinds of learners. So for instance, Victor, you're going to take a look at his profile. He's struggling in science. The teacher prefers lectures. He loses track of the sequence of steps in labs. He needs directions to be repeated. He doesn't get the big picture, and he needs to find a helpful online resource. So you're going to create a learning plan for Victor. So what do you think might help him? So you're going to jot down some ideas, and then you're going to see if one of the websites that you reviewed, or even just skimming through, even if it's a different website off those pages, that might be helpful to Victor when he needs some help in science. So you might want to find a good science resource to give him some ideas. So you'll do that for Victor, Ariana, and Kevin. You're going to tell us what you think their learning style is, and then a learning plan for them. You can just jot down bullets. It doesn't have to be complete sentences, but what are some suggestions you could make for them to help them in their learning? And then on Friday, what you're going to do is you're going to pick any of those websites on page 46 through 49, and you're actually going to do a complete review of it. Okay, so you're going to take 15 to 20 minutes to dig deep into the website, and you're going to complete pages 50 and 51. You'll upload those completed pages to Google Classroom. Okay, so say for instance I pick Khan Academy, and I would highly recommend picking Khan Academy because there's just a little bit of everything on there. You're going to describe the purpose of the website, grade levels that are on the website. You're going to tell us if you like or dislike the design, but where it's applicable, write in complete sentences. And then places where it just asks you to circle, you can just review. So for instance, on page 51, does the site ask for personal information? You're just going to circle yes or no. You're going to rate the quality of the text, image, and graphics. So there's a lot of just circling, but if there are multiple lines, you need to be writing in complete sentences. That's the culmination of our homework for the week. Check back just in case, for instance, a discussion question or something would be posted, but that's kind of our week in a nutshell. As always, homework is due on Sunday by 11:59 p.m. And remember to ask questions early on in the week. If, for instance, you turn in a late assignment or you decide to resubmit and you notice that I haven't graded it, just shoot me an email. I try to have everything graded by the time you come into class on Monday, or by the time Monday's over for the virtual students. So if you would resubmit something and I don't see it, just send me an email or a comment on Google Classroom, and I'll try to get that updated. So have a great week.